Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 15. We only have 2 weeks left. Oh my gosh, we are coming down to the wire. So I am really excited for all of you. 2 more weeks. Yay. I'm trying to get my lighting to do a little bit better, but anyway, hope you can at least see me clearly. All right, so the objective for this week is to develop a plan for improving skills as a nurse educator. Seems like we've been doing that for a few weeks, but that's the objective for this week. So there are a lot of assignments due this week, right? But let's start with a discussion question, then we'll kind of work on the assignments. Okay, so it's a little bit repetitive, but it focuses more specifically on what you want to improve as a nurse educator. So rather than kind of your areas of interest, are there specific education skills that you would like to work on? Some might want more practice with public speaking. Others may want to learn more about technology use in education, things like that. So I'm currently working from home, and part of what I'm doing is developing training for our para-educators in the K through 12 system. And so the first training video I created was about G-tubes and G-tube feedings. I needed to put my content educator hat on and work on, objective, exploring relative materials, what technology was I using, and it was actually quite fun. And now I'm pulling out some of my old tools to develop more lessons for our para-educators. So I'm actually having a pretty good time with it. Now, on to our assignments for this week. So let's look at the ones first that you're going to do with your preceptors. So the final evaluation is due, right? Remember, you upload the document and then your preceptor emails it to me, and let's see. Oh, I'll include my email again in the post in the main forum. And so remember, you both just need to type in your names. We don't need actual signatures because I'm getting the form from you and I'm getting the form from your preceptor. So you don't need PDFs or anything like that. You just open up the form, you both type it, save it. He or she uploads it to the email, you upload it to the assignment forum. No big deal. The final conference form is due this week also. So you just need to both, again, put your names on that final section of the form you've been working on. You had your initial conference, the midterm conference, now the final conference. So you'll both put your names on that once you have discussed the practicum and your teaching. And then you're just going to upload that to the assignment area so you can get your points. Please let me know if you have questions about either one of those. And then you have a paper due called the reflective analysis. Now, in this one, you'll describe all the feedback that you received from both your preceptor and the people that you were teaching. And then you're going to talk about how you're going to use that information. So let's look at some of the details. So this is another 500 to 800 word paper. You're getting used to those by now. So you'll describe the feedback that you obtained from your preceptor and your participants and compare that with your own thoughts and reflections about how you think the teaching went. Are they all similar? Are they different? So you're going to compare. Then you'll explain how you're going to use all that feedback in your role as an educator. And then finally, you'll include a brief general plan about you'll enhance the areas that you want to improve on. Is there reading you want to do? Is there an organization you want to join? Is there continuing ed you want to do? Do you want to include that? Make sure that it's included as part of your orientation if you get a nurse educator job. So those are the things I'm looking at. Please look at the rubric to look at kind of the level of detail needed for those top box scores. And if, as usual, the rubric calls for at least one reference correctly formatted in APA. Okay? Now, the final assignment is the portfolio. And this one includes multiple parts. Now, the easiest and best way to submit this assignment is to put all of your information into one document, even if it's copy and paste, all into one document, and just upload that. But if for some reason you cannot get it in one document due to formatting or whatever, then you just upload all the pieces. And remember, don't hit submit until you've uploaded every piece. Okay, and I know you can only upload and submit so many documents. So try to put as many as you possibly can together, okay? All right, GCU has provided a template for the portfolio. You don't have to use that. It's not required, but you have to include all of the elements. If you want to get a little creative and use a little bit different way of presenting your materials, that's fine. And there occasionally are little things in the template. One thing, for instance, is one of the things that you need to submit is your professional goal statement. So, and this portfolio is being set up as if you were applying for an educator position, right? So the goal statement is what you hope to accomplish as an educator. What is your goal statement, okay? And the goal statement in the portfolio template is actually included both on page 3 and page 5. You can just delete the second one if you're going to use the template, okay? Please note that the references you were listing, that's number 3 in the assignment directions, the references of people who can vouch for you. So there's 3 that you have to list, and it tells you in the directions where they need to be from. The one from the school setting can be your preceptor, can also be actually an educator from your facility. That's fine too. But those 3 people don't have to be the same as the 2 people that you're getting the reference letters from. Those can be all different people if you want. They can be the same people, but they can also be different people. Then for item 4, integration of Boyer's model and the NLN educator competencies. You're going to be giving examples of how you would have met parts of these competencies. So get out your NLN educator competency book. Usually on the second page of each section, it lists out all the different things that can be done to make up that competency. See what you've accomplished and give an example. And that example can either be from your practicum or anything that you've accomplished career-wise. So it doesn't have to be just from the practicum. It can be from any job also. Okay? All right. For number 6, the student learning assessment. If you had a quiz or a check-off sheet or something that you use to assess your students, include that. If not, then you'll need to describe the process that you use to assess your student learning, and that'll be in a narrative form. Finally, and I know this seems redundant, you're going to include the other assignment from this week, the reflective analysis paper. Hold on, girls. My cats are meowing a little bit. So the reflective analysis paper, you will still upload that as another assignment, so you can get points just for that, but it will also be incorporated into this portfolio, okay? So you'll actually be submitting it twice. All right, and then, there is a reference section as far as citation references. So most people, for instance, will cite the information they include about Boyer or about the NLN competencies, and that's typically what the references and citations will come from. So I think that's about it on that piece of it. Let me know if you have any questions, though, about that. Now, I realize many of you are being impacted by COVID-19. These are difficult times. These are crazy times, weird stuff happening. Please try to stay strong and finish out these next 2 weeks. You have worked so hard throughout your program, throughout this course, and You just need to finish strong, and you're going to be really proud of what you have accomplished. Remember, I can't accept any assignments after that last day of the course. So please plan ahead to make sure everything is submitted on time. Now, the things that are going to be due next week are the easy ones to submit. But take a look at those because, again, we want to get them done on time. And hopefully we won't have any issues with things that people don't get submitted. So I wish you the best as we're going towards this crazy time. I know either yourself, your patients, family members are kind of going through a lot of difficult things. Please use the prayer forum or the COVID-19 forum in the main forum if you want to share with us things that are happening, ways that we can support you, ways that we can pray for you. We just want to be here for each other. All right, guys, I think that's it. I will see you in the main forum.